Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Here we go.
The Lakers beat them last time when these two met in Los Angeles.
Yeah, we know that on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
And, you know, one of the things about missing free throws is not only are you not getting points yourself, but it allows the other team to maintain momentum or keep a rally going.
Brown, no good. Now Porter. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat. He brought up the difficulties that come along with guarding Devin Booker, and he told me the hard part with Book is that he's a free-level scorer and a willing passer. He's not just an isolation scorer. They use him in a lot of different actions, so you're constantly chasing him. Brian, back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Brown can't hit. And Booker's got the ball here for the Lakers. And Clark, one thing this Rockets team is known for is their ferocity on the backboards.
Yeah, they were terrific retrieving their own misses, and they played with a grit and a toughness that I thought belied the team's youth, and that's a good foundation to build on. You've got tough-minded young players that are only going to get better. Keep an eye on this Rockets team.
Pass to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Dort. And it's in, off the glass.
That's what Williams does the majority of his work offensively.
Outside Barnes. To the inside. Here's Edey. Second chance shot. And the layup is good off the glass.
Oh, he'll wear you down with the way he grinds it out on the offensive glass.
Reeves with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Nembhard. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
No hesitation from Nembhard at all, and with good reason. He was on his spot and ready to let it go.
Here's Porter. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
When coaches talk about starting fast, this is what they mean.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Brown. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And I like how Booker is selective taking threes. Makes it count when he does take one.
Here's Brown. Following the three-pointer by Los Angeles. Shot is good by Reeves.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. And the dunk by Edey.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
The Lakers with the ball after Houston's three-pointer on the other end. And then Porter with the dunk.
With his vert, Porter Jr. has no issues getting to the rim.
Outside Reeves. Houston working the ball around. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
No thanks.
Both teams deciding to change it up. The Lakers lead by 6.
Substitution on the court.
Porter looks it over. Pass to Booker. Fades away. No luck on that one.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Nembhard outside. Here's Filipowski. Back to Nembhard. Porter with the steal. Poke loose. Pass to Barnes. And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Clock at 6. Huff pulls it in. Barnes with it. He's picked up by Filipowski. Down low. Wagner. And the dunk by Wagner.
Easy pickings for Wagner there.
Nembhard outside. Pass to Filipowski. 4 on the clock. Here's Reeves. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Outside for Dort. Here's Barnes. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Rockets trail by 8. Powell outside. Pass to Filipowski. Inside. Here's Reeves. Misses off the left iron. And so Porter will bring it up for Los Angeles. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, B.A. Success hasn't changed Austin Reeves' underdog mentality. He said it doesn't shift at all. There's a good majority of people that probably still don't think that I'm that good. It's a common theme for my life. What pushed me to get here are the people who doubted me. I always have to keep that in mind. Guys?
Keeps that chip on his shoulder. Thanks a lot, Allie. And stolen by Booker. Back to Porter. Barnes in the post. Lays it up and banks it in.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Now here's Reeves. Just 5. Porter with it. He's got 6. From the arc. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And so it's Los Angeles. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. Their defensive... Good to have you with us on this Easter Sunday. We're ready for more of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
Drains the triple. Booker's got 8. Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, B.A. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
Lets it go from deep. And it's Cornette with a rebound.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Here's Goodwin. Back to Jerome. The 3. Knocks down the long J.
Unleashes the bounce pass. An accurate assist.
Booker looking around. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Pass to Murray Boyles. For three, Powell. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Now here's Alvarado. No points so far. Here's Porter. And counted from 19 feet away. And the Lakers lead by 16.
Well, I'm not sure how that one found the bottom of the net, but hey, you take it when it comes.
Jerome with the ball. Guarded now by Alvarado. To the paint. Pass to Murray Boyles. Edey with a defensive effort. The Lakers lead by 16. Outside Wells. Back to Alvarado. Right wing. And no good. Here in quarter two, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Cornette sets a screen. Here's Jerome. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouled.
Pass to Springer. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Wells with it. Picked up by Powell. Here's Edey. Soft touch off the glass. Edey's got 6 points.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Now here's Powell. And the bucket is good.
Tremendous work inside by Powell, refusing to be dismayed by the contact.
Pass to Edey. Outside Porter. Here's Alvarado. It's tipped. Jerome feeling it out a bit. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Now Porter. Give him 8 points now.
He is indeed a showman now. Porter Jr. using that explosive athleticism on the rack attack. Yes, sir.
To the middle. Pass to Goodwin. Here's Murray Boyles. Good on the shot.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
There's a screen. Outside Wells. And stolen by Jerome. Here's Goodwin. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. So both teams making some changes here. Powell outside. Pass to Jerome. It's Brown on the wing. And the jam by Brown.
Brown with that amazing athleticism, putting on a show out there with jams like that.
Booker with it. Picked up by Jerome. Dosunmu for 3. Sinks the tray. Dosunmu's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Outside, Brown. Back to Williams. Pass to Jerome. Shot clock at 5. It's deflected.
Big time denial that time by Wagner. Well, he put some plaster on that one.
And Booker with the jam.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Jerome outside. Powell for 3. Dort grabs the miss.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Not afraid to shoot. Dort has become more confident in his jumper, and you see why.
It's Brown on the wing. Dort with a steal. Here's Dosunmu. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Again, the Lakers.
This is what they were hoping to get from him tonight. Solid performance.
And here's Jerome. He's got 7. Outside, Brown. Pass to Powell. And he lobs it up top. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wagner.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. From deep, Reeves. No good. Would have counted had it gone. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. It's Los Angeles just dominating this one. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And so Porter will bring it up for the Lakers. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Shot is up. The shot by Dort, no good.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Nembhard outside. All alone. The rebound by Edey.
With that much room around him, it's hard to imagine he could have gotten a better shot.
Here's Porter. It's hauled in by Houston. Outside Reeves. Over Dort. The shot by Reeves, no good. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, guys. The Rockets have become a fearsome defensive team, and Coach Ime Udoka said, our young guys were tired of losing, and they bought into it. A huge part is just shifting the mentality and doing our part on that end. Understanding how much that impacts winning, it is a non-negotiable for me. Back to you, Brian.
They are bought in. Allie, we appreciate the report. Here's Booker. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Booker's got 14 points for the game.
There's something that is great about Booker. He doesn't take all outside shots. I mean, Devin can score it inside, too.
And Edey with a block.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. 10 points for him.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Dort with a steal. It's Booker on the wing. Pass to Barnes. Now Edey. Williams defending. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That's on Mark Williams. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the game.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
Nembhard for three. And Booker pulls it down.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Dort outside. Pass to Porter. And here's Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Off target from three-point range. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Dort with a steal. An open look for Booker. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Nembhard outside. Pass to Reeves. Looking to end the run. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Clear he's pressing a little bit right now, and that's not going to help.
Now Edey. Williams grabs the board. We've seen it on certain nights, Clark. Mark Williams just owning the backboards.
Well, his combination of strength and length, BA, causes major matchup problems. I mean, he has a bunch of 20-plus rebound games. That's hard to do, even with all the shot volume that's taking place in the league right now. Even when you put a body on this guy, he's relentless in pursuing the arm.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Both teams changing it up here.
Let's hear it for all
Powell with it. Nembhard outside. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen. Well, Clark, you were a bit of a trendsetter with this, but it seems the stretch 4 is here to stay in the NBA.
Well, the combination of size and touch, something I took pride in as a player. I was versatile. And back then, I mean, a guy 6'8" that was able to play inside and out wasn't as common as it is now. Teams want a lot of floor spacing, and they want as many players out there that can space the floor, including the big guys. So 4 out is now a standard practice of how the game is played.
To win the drought. Nembhard for 3. The Rockets with another miss.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Booker for 3. And Reeves pulls it down.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
Outside Wells. Over to the wing. Pass to Alvarado. Up top, Booker. 5 on the clock. And Booker with the jam.
Yeah, you expect tremendous effort from a scorer like Booker, but it's still impressive to see him delivering.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Stolen. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Wing shot on the way. Wells misses. Boy, it's been a minute since they last scored.
It has been. And at what point do you alter your strategy? Try to get back on track.
Nembhard with it. And Wells picks him up defensively. Huff can't get it to go. Here's Alvarado. No points yet. To the inside. Pass to Springer. Alvarado outside. Launches it. And the basket by Springer.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
Powell outside. Back to Reeves. Tries the spin move. Out to the right wing. Pass to Powell. Drops in the three. Powell's got 5 points.
An elite shooter from downtown. The defense has to chase Powell off that line whenever he's got the rock.
Now a timeout called by the Lakers. The Lakers making a switch here. Pass to Edey. It's hauled in by Houston.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Here's Jerome. Alvarado defending. Here's Murray Boyles. Clock at 6. Now here's Powell. From downtown. Offensive rebound. Fires the three. Gets the three to fall. Powell's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's starting to feel it. He's in a groove here in the second half.
Now here's Dosunmu. He's got 5. Steps back and shoots. It's good. He has 7.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so it's Los Angeles with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. Really mucking it up on defense. Active hands, multiple efforts, forcing turnovers. All right, we'll get back to... Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And here are the Rockets. It's Powell on the wing. Here's Murray Boyles. Pass to Goodwin. Powell outside. Here he goes. Now Cornette. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Something the league has worked towards, seeing small market teams competing at a high level, Graham.
Yeah, this league isn't just for the big cities. Smart drafting and team development can make any organization elite. And of course, that's the beauty of it all.
Here's Dosunmu. It's on target from the high post.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Pass to Goodwin. Here's Powell. Back to Cornette. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Getting the ball into the paint for a close range look. That's a nice pass.
Right side Wells. Rebounded by Murray Boyles. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Here's Goodwin. Jerome outside. Powell for 3. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
When Powell's got his stroke going, he can drop a lot of shots on you in a hurry. He's a big-time point producer.
Here's Dosunmu. It's Wells on the wing. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
Back to Jerome. From outside the arc. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
And it really took a while, but they've started to find their form. And this run's making the deficit look a little bit more respectable.
Clearly going to take a lot of work, no doubt about that, but it's not impossible. You need plays at both ends of the floor, and you got to have a bunch of them.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Pass to Edey. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup.
Yeah, great awareness there from Booker. A selfless team-first player.
Jerome outside. It's Brown on the wing. Over Dort. And Edey with a block. Right side Booker. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. 19-footer. With the floater. Hauled in by Brown. And Brown has got the ball here for the Rockets. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. To the paint. Cornet. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, they're on the right path now, but still in a pretty big hole.
That kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
And out of bounds, Houston will have it. And the Rockets will go for a different look here.
Substitution on the court.
Now Nembhard. Outside, Brown. It's Williams, high post. Dort with a steal. Here's Booker. The rebound by Filipowski. And it's Houston's ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Outside, Brown. Beyond the arc. Gets the 3-ball to go.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Edey. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Mark Williams.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give them any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Pass to Nembhard. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Barnes. Porter with it. He's picked up by Nembhard. Outside Booker. Barnes a screen. Inside. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. And the Lakers lead by 21. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Los Angeles?
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And, you know, they've been stupendous challenging shots and protecting the rim. Their block numbers really reinforce what we've seen from them in terms of rim protection.
And they tell players your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less credit.
And, you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort, and in some cases, you're talking legacy, you know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
Steps back. Here's Brown. The rebound by Edey. Los Angeles leading by 21. Pass to Booker. Back to Porter. Now Edey. Over Williams. And it's Edey missing.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbows. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
And here's Brown for 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
Look, you've got to give Brown a lot of credit for his growth as a shooter. That wasn't something he did when he first got to the league. He put in a lot of work. He shoots it well from the floor and line.
Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
Rebounded by Powell. And here's Powell. He'll bring it up for Houston. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Lakers.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And this will give them win number 32 on the year so far.
Only a 2-game series, and they win both. They have to be satisfied with this.
That's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
And we get spoiled sometimes, but we should take a second to appreciate what a sensational performance this has been for Devin Booker.
He was superb as a facilitator. Really orchestrated things offensively, created a lot of opportunities for ready shooters.
And stolen by Alvarado. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
And that'll do it, folks.